Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot micro session, tarot forecast. This is going to be for August 18th, and we are going to go ahead and get started with Aries as usual. So, what do you have, Aries? Let's take a peek. Using the Shadowscapes Tarot again, we have the Nine of Wands showing up in reverse. Plus, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Justice card showing up right side up for you, Aries. Just realized I want to tweak a little on my computer. Okay, so Aries, what's going on with you with the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse? This basically talks about that you would like to pay something up or pay something off, pay something back, but you're not exactly ready to yet. So right now you're just figuring out when you're going to be able to do that or how you're going to be able to do that. So I think you're making plans for how you're going to be able to pay something up or pay something off. Hello there, Alicia. Welcome, welcome. And why is this? Because it's the fair and the right thing to do. Because you feel like you need to. Okay, so that's for Aries. Next up is Taurus. And this is going to be Taurus for August 18th. You guys had like a quarter of the deck fall there. We're not going to use all of those. We'll see what actually comes out for you. We're not going to do a whole half-hour reading for one sign. All right, Taurus. Knight of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Strength showing up upright. And Four of Wands showing up in reverse, Taurus. Okay. So Taurus, this card combination, the Strength card with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, tells me that you're doing something to blow the budget. You're either not doing what you need to bring the money in, or you're spending something that you know is not in the budget with the idea of we'll fix it later. And it's interesting how it comes up. I feel like you're blowing the budget in a very big way with the Strength card. So, yeah, I don't have to give any advice there, but that's how the energy shows up, that you're blowing the budget in a very big way. And why is this? Because of the Four of Wands, because of the separation, the isolation. I feel like, Taurus, that's made you feel pretty, this whole not being able to be closer than 6 feet to people has made you feel pretty emotional. And so you may be making some decision based on emotion with this blowing the budget in a big way, but the reason that you're actually doing that is because of this social distance, because of this distance that you're feeling between yourself and somebody else, or maybe yourself and the world, but because of the distance you're feeling, basically, is why you're blowing your budget in a big way. Alrighty, let's look at Taurus next. Taurus. No, we just looked at Taurus. We're looking at Gemini next. Taurus is spending lots of money because they can't be close to people right now. Gemini, April 18th. Geminis. You guys are showing up with the Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's take a peek. Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Geminis, you're feeling pretty happy about a situation where you're feeling stable and secure. And not only are you feeling stable and secure, you're taking that sense of stability and security to the next level. So this is something that is making you feel happy. This could be having to do with a relationship or a personal type of thing where you're taking that stability to the next level. Or this could have to do with something that's very tangible that you're taking to the next level. Maybe you've moved into a new home and you just feel much more safe and stable in that new home. Maybe you have decided to take a relationship up from where it was and you're feeling much more stable and secure with that person now. It can play out really either way. Some of you will be having both happen. Some of you, it'll just play one or the other. That's how it'll play out in your life. What's the reason? Because of confusion. There's been a lot of confusion, and with that confusion, you decided that you wanted more security and more stability, and so you took the action that you needed to get it. All right, that's for Geminis. I hope you all are doing well out there. Everybody looking out for your neighbors and for your people that you care about. Maybe even looking out for the people you didn't think you cared about. You might find that you care about them more than you thought. Up next is Cancer. This is Cancer for April 18th. Thank you all for the thumbs ups, the shares, the likes, the subscribes, and the comments. Thank you also for booking private readings with me. Cancers, you guys have a lot on your mind. Shuffling is still happening. When are you guys going to breathe a little bit? Let me pull some cards. This is for Cancer. Okay, here we go. We're doing a forced stop. This could be any number of things that we're looking at for you because you've got a lot on your mind. All right, Cancer. Hermit is the first thing that shows up in your energy. Knight of Pentacles, number 2. And Knight of Wands. Okay. So, Cancer, you are spending a lot of time alone and you are looking at yourself and understanding yourself better. And you're understanding what you can do to create an income. What are your strong points? What can you do to create an income? So you're spending some time really thinking about how can you improve your financial situation as you're in isolation or as you're alone. Why is this happening? Because you are ready to take some action that you feel inspired and enthusiastic about. And so because you are ready to take some action, you're figuring out, okay, well, what would be the best action for me financially to take? Okay. So that's Cancer. Next up, we have Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, Leo. By the way, if any of you guys are just sitting on the couch all day watching Netflix, start looking around. Start seeing what can you accomplish. What can you do differently in your life? There's a great transition happening in the world of finances and how we make our money. This is a really good time to be thinking about how do we want to make our money? What can we do to head down the path of what we want to do to make our money? Big transition for everybody, for every sign. Hello there, Lorraine. Glad to see you back, honey. Whoop, whoop. Okay, Leos, April 18th. Leo, Leo. Eight of Swords showing up here. This just tells me that you're feeling restricted or limited. Well, let's go through the rest of the cards too. Strength card in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Leos, with that Strength card in reverse combined with the Eight of Swords upright, this is telling me that your self-esteem has been wiped out, basically. There's something going on where you're not viewing yourself as okay or good enough or whatever. The key with the Eight of Swords, though, is that whatever it is that you're thinking, where your self-esteem has been wiped out, is faulty thinking. Or as we used to say in Bible study, it's stinking thinking. This just means that you're being really hard on yourself and you're criticizing yourself for not knowing the things that you didn't know in time. So I don't know what's going on with you right now, Leos. I mean, I don't think I personally know a Leo. If I do, I don't realize it. But I can tell you from these cards that you're beating up on yourself, and you're beating up on yourself for something that is really, it's all in your own head. It's all in your own perspective. It's not the reality of things. So to say that in a more short way, you're beating up on yourself for no good reason. So stop it. Your self-esteem is taking a hit because basically what I'm picking up here is things have happened. Things have happened to everybody in this world. We're all being impacted one way or another. Even if we already worked from home, even if it doesn't matter what our situation is, we're all being impacted one way or another, whether we know somebody who's sick and in the hospital or we don't. And by this point, I bet you most of us do, or most of us know somebody who has been. So things happened that have impacted us all in some crazy, unexpected, completely out of the blue ways. Nobody really could have predicted that this would be like this. Nobody could have predicted this as it came in. Even my best predictions that I have seen, it came in calling this a war, not a pandemic. And, even those of us who were tuned in with people predicting stuff, even business people, they saw the recession. They didn't see the health side of it. So nobody really predicted this, not accurately. You couldn't be ready for it. Nobody could be ready for it. You're not the only one that couldn't be ready for it. So quit beating yourself up because you weren't ready for it, because you weren't expecting it, that you hadn't planned for the worst case scenario, because nobody could have imagined that this would be the worst case scenario. You're beating up your self-image and your self-esteem for no good reason. You're not in any worse shape than anybody else because nobody saw this coming, honestly. You didn't do anything any worse than anybody else because nobody saw this coming. Stop it. Stop it, Leos. Why is all this happening? Well, I already kind of touched on it psychically without looking at the card so much with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, because we've come into a cycle that's just harder. But it's just a cycle. It's just temporary. It's going to change. Cycles always change. You've got your ups and your downs. We always bounce back. Don't stress out, Leos. Don't spend so much time picking on yourself. Spend more time looking at, okay, well, what can I do now? And focus on that. Are you serious? You have a tie-dye shirt like this? This one is special to me because some people actually made it for me too. Some very special people to me. Hello there, Karina. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. It's still barely morning here. 6 more minutes. It won't be morning anymore. That is so crazy, Lorraine. Life is just good, huh? I'm going to laugh if you say you're wearing it right now. Very cool. Okay, let's look at Virgo for April 18th. Thank you, by the way, to those of you who are buying private readings from me. Thumbs upping, sharing, subscribing, commenting. All of you guys' support is what makes me able to do what I love to do for a living. So I truly do appreciate it. Genuinely. That is too weird. It's in the laundry, huh? Okay, well, let's see. Virgos. 5 of Swords in reverse. And 10 of Cups in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune, right side up. All right, see what's going on here for Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Oh. You're not very happy right now, Virgo. And you've come to peace with that unhappiness. Like you've made peace with it. You're settling for this unhappiness. That's what I see here. I'm glad to hear that, Lorraine. Why is that? Because things are starting to turn around and they're starting to go in a better direction for you. So maybe you're making peace with that unhappiness because you're realizing it's only temporary and pretty soon it'll be gone. But you're not fighting it anymore because you know it won't be long before you're not in this situation now. So I really like seeing this card. I like seeing that things are starting to turn in your direction. Um, the whole making peace with being unhappy, not so thrilled about, but you know, you guys have to do what makes sense to you. Look, first you say I'm wrong, then you say exactly. I think you're a little confused. Let's look at Libra next. This is going to be Libra for April 18th. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, you were agreeing the first time? Okay. I thought you were saying you weren't settling. You were saying you weren't happy. Now I get it. All right, Libra, Libra, Libra. Let's look at you guys. Libra for April the 18th. La da 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 da. See, this is why I like the live interaction. It might be a little chaotic sometimes, but it's so much fun. Much better than making readings and sending them out into a black hole in front of a camera that nobody's seeing till later. Okay, Libras. You guys have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You also have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And you have the Queen of Wands. La da Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay, Libras. You guys got some drama going on, man. All right, so Libras, with the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups in reverse, you are having an absolute, total freaking out fit over the idea that you don't have as much money as you think you should have. Period. Is someone balancing your checkbook wrong? Is someone else spending too much of your money? Did you spend too much of your money and now you're flipping out? My Queen of Cups in reverse, she's my flipper outer. She's my big time throwing a fit female volcanic emotional explosion. Only she doesn't even have to be a female, but it's a very feminine expression of emotion. Why do I call it a feminine expression of emotion? Because a feminine expression of emotion is usually more internalized. It's the crying, it's the punching the pillows, it's whatever. A masculine expression of this type of emotion, of overwhelming and of frustration, is more like punching the wall or kicking the can or something. All right, so this is more of a feminine explosion of emotion. You're just throwing this huge fit, Libra, because there's not as much money as you think there should be. You're really frustrated by that. Why? Why are you throwing this fit? What's triggering this fit? Here's what's triggering this fit. You've got this other person in your life that's saying, well, you know, this is actually a great time to get in on investing or to get in on this opportunity. You know, stocks are really cheap, real estate's going to go down. And, you know, if you do this or if you do that, or this would be a great time to start, you know, affiliate marketing or to go online and, you know, start making money this way, you know. And so there's somebody that has an idea for you that they think would be just perfect to help you increase your income, and they're very enthusiastic about this idea, and they think you should be too. All right. So with these cards, when this person approaches you so enthusiastically and happily because they think they've got your answer, you are looking at them like, I don't know what flippin' planet you are from, but in case you haven't checked my bank account, I don't have the resources to invest in starting something new right now. I'm at the bottom, not the top. Check your stuff, lady. That's where you are. Okay, so that's for you, Libras. As a Capricorn, you're going bananas. Things are a little out of control. That's what's fun about it. Keeps you on your toes. And to be honest, with all this working from home, like I've done working from home for a long time, it's nice to have the interaction, even if it's online. The unpredictable interaction online is good. And I think it's even better now for all of us. All right, let's look at Scorpios. This is going to be a Scorpio for April 18th. Scorpio. All right, so here's what we have, fellow Scorpios. We have the Knight of Wands. We also have the Seven of Swords. And we have the King of Swords. I kind of see this card as the thinker. I'm going to try to get him into the camera without too much glare. Doesn't he look like he's just sitting there thinking things over, pondering, possibly even meditating, strategizing? He's got the crows there. The crows are kind of warning. Some of the native people that I talk to say the crows bring warnings. So if you hear a crow, it's a warning. So he's, you know, he's looking at these warnings and he's thinking things over. He's strategizing. I like that card. Okay, so Scorpios, what do we have? Now that we've gotten sidetracked completely, what do we have? King of Wands and Seven of Wands. Or excuse me, Seven of Swords. So we are taking some kind of enthusiastic action and starting some type of journey that makes us feel inspired or happy. But with that Seven of Wands, we're being very strategic about it. We are probably taking it in phases. You know, we're going to dip our toe in so far and see, okay, did an alligator come get my toe? All right, well, maybe I can put in my foot up to my ankle. So we are taking some kind of enthusiastic action that makes us feel good, but we are being very strategic about that with these two cards. Alrighty, and then let's look why. Well, because we've gotten these warnings. We've gotten warnings that things are not going to be going really good really fast. Oh, look, too, I didn't notice this before. He's got the owl right at the top of his sword. So he's obviously not slashing anything. He hasn't moved that sword for a while if the owl is perched there. And so we are thinking things through. We are making strategies. We're making plans. We are figuring out what can we do with the restrictions of this situation. Where can we actually turn this into a positive And where do we need to cut our losses? What's the strategy that we need to take moving forward? So that's what we've been doing, Scorpios. We've been planning, and now on the 18th, we are taking action, but we're doing it a little bit at a time. We're not really jumping in full body dive, just one toe at a time. Okay? So that's for Scorpios. Exactly. You're right, Elle. Everybody should have some kind of ace in the hole. Oh my goodness. Where do you live, Karina? Right? Part-time is not bad. You can still have a life when you're working part-time. Of course, it doesn't always help the paycheck so much. So you're in the U.S. and you had your unemployment denied? Why was it denied? Sherry, oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in forever. Glad to see you here. How you doing, honey bunny? Next up is Sagittarius. Well, oh, you've got a load. Sagittarius, you've got strength. The Hanged Man in reverse. And the Fool. All right, so Sagittarius, what's happening here for you guys? Okay, this is really a nice combination, actually. The Hanged Man in reverse means that you did have a situation that you were thinking about, really didn't know how to go forward with it, but you took some time to ponder it, maybe even meditate on it. Now you've got a plan with that hanged Man in reverse. Now you've got a plan and you're releasing from that restriction. You're moving forward. And with that strength card, you're moving forward in a very powerful way, Sagittarius. And why is this? Because you've got the Fool. So Sagittarius, this is a new beginning. You have started something that is new. That was a total leap of faith. You don't know where it's going to take you, how this is going to end, but you have started it. And I love to see this card, actually. I love to see this card, and in combination with these other cards, it's fantastic. This just tells me that you've been paying attention to that inner intuition, or that, the nudging of God or universe or sacred spirit, whatever word you want to use here. And you're taking that and you're moving forward. Why? Because it makes sense? I don't know if we know what makes sense anymore, any of us, but because you just know that you know that you know that you need to do it. And you're trusting that inner guidance system. And so as you're trusting that, if you can stay tuned into that through this journey, you'll be just fine. And I love it that you're starting out nice and strong. Good job, Sagittarius. I'm not saying everything's going to be easy. I'm hearing that it won't. But you're moving out on the right path. Yay. Glad you're doing great, though. We want everybody to stay well. Stay well. Look out for your neighbors. Look out for your loved ones. And just most importantly, stay well. And there are too many people that have been or are in the hospital right now. What's ironic, I have a really close friend that a couple of weeks ago was like, oh, I think this is just all a scam. Do you know anybody that's sick? I don't know if they know anybody that's sick or not yet. Hello there, Brenda. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here, my dear. We are down to Capricorn right now. Thank you guys, by the way, for all the thumbs ups. I appreciate it. If you find this video useful, thank you so much for sharing it with others. Thank you for all the comments along the way. I like you guys keeping me on my toes. That's fantastic. And thank you for the comments after the fact as well. And of course, thank you to those of you who are getting private readings with me. All of you guys' support is what makes me able to do what I love to do for my living. Well, you're here for the last 25%. That's not bad. What sign are you, Brenda? Capricorn, you've got the Lovers showing up in reverse. Four of Pentacles. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. La da da. Oh. I think I might know a Capricorn. I'll have to ask his birthday later. All right, so Capricorns, you guys have the Lovers in reverse plus the Four of Pentacles. This is just telling me that somebody that you did consider a partner that you worked with, maybe they were your significant other, maybe you co-parent with them, maybe they're a good friend, maybe they're a business colleague, but somebody that you consider a partner, you're not on the same page with that person anymore, and I think you're feeling like you need to hold back from sharing with them now. I think you're feeling like with this holding back from being open with them or holding back from sharing with them, you're not sharing, what's going on in your life. You're not sharing what's going on in your emotions. You're just not letting them in to see what's really up with you right now because you're just not on the same page with them. And why is this? There was some illusion that went on. With this Eight of Swords in reverse, in your mind, everything was good in this partnership. And in your mind, you could be as open as you felt. You could feel free to be open in this partnership. Now you've come to realize that that was just in your mind. Real life wasn't like that. Okay? So this is not something that, you should see this and you'll go, oh, maybe I should close up around other people. This is something that you'll see this and something will become blatantly obvious to you. Oh, I can't share with that person anymore like I thought I could. They're not really the friend I thought they were, or they're not the partner I thought they were. Okay? And this is a revelation that you're going to come to understand. You're going to start realizing, you know what? I gave them a lot more credit than what I should have. That's the key here. I think you gave this person a lot more credit than what you should have. Maybe credit for just abilities in general, but also maybe credit for integrity and honor. And so now as you're realizing that you've been giving them way more credit than you should have, you're realizing that you guys are not on the same page, and they've known you're not on the same page. They just haven't bothered to share that with you. So now you are having to hold back. You can't be open with them anymore. You can't share with them anymore. It's detrimental. You're a Cappy. Oh, well, you got in here right on time. Hello there, Creative Living. Welcome, welcome. What a bummer. Okay, Aquarius. This is going to be Aquarius for April 18th. By the way, guys, these are general readings, so not everything I see here will apply to every single person of of the signs that I call out. You want to know that. And then also the other thing you need to know is you have free will. So if you see these energies coming in, you can make different choices that'll change things around for you. La, da, 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 da. Aquarius, let's see what you've got. April 18th. All right, Aquarius, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. With those 2 threes, you guys have a lot of creativity going on the 18th. Creativity is going to be a theme. Okay. Aquarius. Exactly. So Aquarius, what we've got going on here is that you are working with somebody else to make some long-term plans. All right, so you may be looking at the chaos that's going on around us, and you're working with somebody else to make some long-term plans to get through to the other side and what you're going to do once, we're actually more opened up and things are a lot calmer in the world. This could be consulting with somebody professional, like a financial guidance person, or this could even be like a career coach or a life coach. But there's somebody that you are working together with to make some long-term plans on. This could be a partner, business partner, significant other partner, but working together with somebody to make some long-term plans. For some of you, these long-term plans are going to have to do with travel. Not for all of you, but for some of you. Brenda, open your mind a little bit, okay? Working together with somebody doesn't necessarily mean working together with the person that's not talking to you now. Even if it's a partner. So the definition of partner, when I'm talking about a partner, is pretty loose. Can be a significant other, can be a business partner, can be a colleague, can be a friend who we actually plan things and do things together, or we make plans and we follow up on them. We don't actually have to do them together, but if we work together on those plans and the follow-up, that can be somebody I consider a partner. A family member that we make plans together with and do things to follow up, that would be considered a partner. Okay, so you've got all kinds of different versions of partner. I mean, you can even, by my definition of partner, as far as for readings, for general readings especially, a partner could be somebody that says, I would really like to take a walk today. Do you want to take a walk with me? And you go together for a walk and you figure out together which way you're going to navigate on that walk. And you figure out together which way you're going to get home. For those moments, that person is a partner. Okay? Cool. All right, so now we understand. And I'm sure you're not the only one that had that misconception. That's why I just wanted to address it. So please don't feel like I'm picking on you. But I feel like a lot of people would benefit from that explanation. So anyway, you have a partner that you're making long-term plans with, and this partner may be somebody that you're making long-term plans with about travel. Why? Why are you doing this? Because things are pretty rough right now. And what Spirit is saying is that because you guys need something to look forward to while things are rough. You need something to kind of hold on to mentally that you can keep moving forward towards to get you through this time, so that you're not so busy just focusing on how things are right now. You can have the time to focus on and have the chance to focus on something that you're looking forward to, something that feels more positive and that brings up more expectation and happiness. Okay? So because things are rough right now, this is what's causing you guys to collaborate with somebody and make these long-term plans. I mean, if this was me, which I'm not an Aquarius, but if this was me, this might even be me and my roommate that I share a house with, and we're just friends that share a house. This could be us talking about, taking a road trip together. Once all the social distancing stuff is out of the way, and where do we want to go? That type of thing. Okay. But some kind of something that you're collaborating with for the future, something to look forward to, because things are just rough now, and it's good to have things you can look forward to. All right, so that's Aquarius. Next up, let's look at Pisces. Pisces, 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 for April the 18th. Thank you guys so much for the thumbs ups, for sharing this video, for commenting, for all your conversation here with me. I do appreciate you guys keeping me on my toes, and for the comments later. And of course, thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings from me. You guys' support at each and every one of those levels helps me to do what I love to do for a living. So Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty. Pisces, 7 of Cups. Hello there, memories. Happy to see you here. Like your name. Second card, Pisces, is the World. And the third card is the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so Pisces, 7 of Cups and the World. You've been doing a lot of daydreaming about what you could do to improve your life. A lot of going, well, I could do this, and wouldn't it be nice if, and blah, blah, blah. Well, with this World card, you're done with the daydreaming. You're like, I've spent enough time dreaming about what I can do to change things. It's time to take action. Done with the daydreams. Why is this happening? Because of the 6 of Pentacles. There's somebody who has paid you back something that they owed you. And now you are taking advantage of the opportunity because you've got this, whatever it is that they've brought back to you, whether it's money or some other thing. Now you've got this thing back, and this actually enables you to start taking some kind of action to improve your life or your lifestyle or your living situation, whatever that might be. And so now you're no longer daydreaming, now you're working on it. You're beginning the actual rubber meets the road manifestation of an improvement in your life. Very cool. Happy for you, Pisces. All right, so I think that covers everybody. Thank you once again, all of you, for being here and spending some of your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it. I also appreciate all the thumbs ups, all the comments, all the conversation while I'm live. I love that. That keeps me on my toes. And all the comments afterwards. I do look at all the comments that show up on my channel. Thank you to those of you who are sharing this video around. And thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings from me. It's always so much fun to do private readings with you guys. Everybody, stay well. Look out for your neighbors. Look out for those that you love. And I'll see you guys back here on the next video. Peace out.